Hello everyone, welcome to the Electron Flow Academy. So today we are going to discuss about the problem number 2, which is based on the series RC circuit. Okay. So in this question, we here the voltage and current equations are given to us. So the voltage is 200 root 2 sine 314t minus 30 degree, and current equation given to us is 20 root 2 sine 314t plus 30 degree. So here we have to calculate the three things. First one is the circuit parameters. Second one is the power factor of the circuit, and last one is the power, active power, reactive power, and the apparent power. So what is in the question is that issue is that sometimes there is not given that the load is type of whether RC or RL. Okay, so this is we have to check that what type of the load is given to us in the question. So let's check what type of the load is given to us. Okay, so here if I write the voltage and current in terms of the phasor, okay, so then the phasor of voltage and current, so voltage is equal to now Vm by root 2, okay, at an angle of minus 30 degree, which is given to us here. So that means here the maximum value is 200 root 2, okay, so 200 root 2 divided by root 2 at an angle of minus 30 degree. So voltage is equal to now 1 minute. Voltage is equal to now 200 at an angle of minus 30 degree. Okay. So same as it is if I talk about the current. So current I is equal to Im divided by root 2 at an angle of plus 30 degree, which is given to us here. Okay, so the value of the maximum value of the current is given to us is 20 under root 2 divided by root 2 at an angle of 30 degree. So the value of the phasor value or the polar value of the current is equal to 20 at an angle of 30 degree. Okay, so here this is the polar value of the current and this is the polar value of the voltage. So if here if we can see that here the current leads the voltage by 60 degree. If you see here, this is the minus 30 degree and this is the plus 30 degree. So here current leads voltage by 60 degree. Okay, so therefore circuit is capacitive. Okay, this is how we have find out that the type of the load is RC. Okay, so current is leading the voltage by 60 degree. Okay, so next step would be our that we have to calculate the impedance Z. So we know the value of the or the formula of the Z is equal to V upon I. So here we have the value of the voltage 200 at an angle of minus 30 degree divided by 20 at an angle of 30 degree. Okay, so the impedance value is 10 at an angle of minus 60 degree. Okay, or we can write this value in the rectangular form like that 5 minus j 8.66. Okay, so this is the value of the impedance. So here, if I see that this is the negative value, okay, so here the negative value or the negative reactance means again capacitive circuit. Okay, so here we have checked that values twice. First method is that the current is leading the voltage. Okay, and second method is that we have get the negative value of the reactance. That means it is the capacitive circuit. Okay, RC type of circuit. So from here we can say that the value of the resistance is, we know that Z is equal to nothing but R minus J of XC. So from here, the value of the resistance is 5 ohm. Okay, and XC is equal to 8.66. Okay, so here we can calculate the value of the capacitance. So we know that X of C is equal to 1 upon omega C, or we can say that 1 upon 2 pi f C. Okay, so here 1 upon 2 pi fc is equal to, 1 minute, is equal to 8.66. Okay, so from here we can easily calculate the value of the capacitance. Okay, so here the value of the capacitance is equal to now 1 upon 2 pi into 50 into 8.66. So after solving this, I have get the value of the capacitance is 3.675 into 10 to the power minus 4 farad. Or I can rewrite that 367.5 microfarad. Okay. So this is how I have calculated the value of capacitance and the value of resistance. So the value of resistance is 5 ohm. So our first point is completed. The circuit parameter, meaning the value of R and C, we have calculated here. Okay. So another thing is asked us to find out that the power factor. Okay. So the power factor of the circuit is nothing but the angle of the impedance. Okay. So power factor is power factor. 1 minute. Cos of 60 degree. Okay. So the cos of 60 degree is equal to 0.5 leading. Then okay. So second point is also calculated the power factor of the circuit. Okay. And last thing is that we have to calculate the power like active power, reactive power, and the apparent power. Okay. So we know that the active power formula is equal to VI cos of phi. Okay. So we know that the value of the voltage and current is here are RMS values. So 200 into 20 into cos 60 degree means 0.5. So the real power I will get is 2000 watt. Okay, or I can write that the real power is equal to 2 kilowatt. Okay, this is our active power. Next, As we know that the reactive power formula is 1 minute, which is denoted by Q is equal to VI sine of phi. Okay, so again the putting the same values of the voltage and current, 200 into 20 into sine of 60 degree. Okay, so here Q is equal to 200 into 20 into tan 60, meaning is 0.866, which is equal to 3464 VAR. Okay, sorry, VAR. This is the unit of the reactive power. Okay, or we can rewrite this equation like this value like 3.464 kilo VAR, which is capacitive. Okay, and last thing is we have to calculate it is the apparent power. So we know that the formula of the apparent power is equal to VI. Okay, that means 200 into 20. Okay, which is equal to 4000. So ash is equal to 4 kilo VA. Okay, so this is our apparent power, and this is our reactive power. Okay, so point number C we have calculated here as follows. So thank you very much. Please like and subscribe our channel.